Hi guys, thanks for tuning into this video. I'll be showing you how I get my 5x5 HD lace closure to look like a frontal. The wig I'm using was sent to me by Wiggins Hair. Let's get started. I recommend that you use closures with really small knots. The smaller the knots, the better the blend. The lace is invisible. I have not cut the lace. I'm holding it against my wall and you cannot tell where the lace ends and where the wall begins. I'll be using blue bleaching powder and 40 volume developer, a mixing bowl. I apply the bleach mixture with a toothbrush and a duck clip. So you want to clip the hair back to avoid getting any bleach in the hair. Mix the blue bleaching powder and the developer till you get like a toothpaste-like consistency. I like my bleach mixture to be thick when I'm bleaching knots. If I'm bleaching hair, it can be a lot thinner, but for bleaching knots, you want to make sure that you have more powder than developer so that it is a thick texture. So stir that away and see how it basically doesn't drop from the brush. To apply the bleach mixture to the closure, you want to use light strokes. You don't want to press so hard that the bleach seeps through the lace and ends up bleaching the hair. And you want to make sure you apply the bleach a bit in front of the hairline so that like everything processes, you don't miss anything. And I'm going to sit and let this process for 30 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to just check it here and there to make sure that nothing's over processing. Let's take a look at those knots. You can see they're already bleaching. To wash out the closure, I'll use my John Frieda Violet Crush shampoo and I'll let this rest on the hair for like 20 minutes. Now to customize. I actually didn't watch the Arrogant Tay videos, but I feel like I saw that he said he plucks frontals and whatnot on a towel. I just figured I'm gonna pin a paper towel to my wig head and we're gonna pluck that way, you know, makes sense. So to press the hair in place, I'm going to use my Elasta QP design foam and my Wahl, is it Wahl, how do you say Wahl? And my Wahl and my Wahl Hot Comb, just to make sure everything is sleek and lies in the position that I need it to be in before I get to plucking. Like, I know this hair is pre-plucked, I know, but I want baby hairs, I want swoops. You'll see that I hot comb the hair in two directions. I hot comb the hair going upwards so that there's a bit of height in the front, because I don't like when hair just lands in your face anyhow. And I hot comb it downwards after in the center part so that it lays naturally, if you guys get what I mean. And just look at the hairline, it is beautiful. Like, it's just already looking like relaxer, like scalp. But because I'm going to go in a bit more, I'm parting out the front hairs of the closure because they're going to serve as my baby hairs, and I'm going to take a bit more hair from behind there. And to begin plucking, I recommend using a very sharp, well-angled tweezer. So I'm going to pluck behind the hairline a little bit because the hairs in the front for me are baby hairs. That's why I said despite the fact that it's pre-plucked, I'm still going to go in and pluck. And you're going to see I'm going slow as hell, very, very, very slow to pluck this hairline because this is HD lace and I don't want to damage it. And I feel like a lot of people just think, oh yeah, pluck, 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 you have to do it quickly because all the big hairstylists do it quickly. You don't have to. Like, take your time, look at what you're doing so you don't make any mistakes. And ignore my dry hands. I washed the hair and they are just ashy. So look at the difference in the hairlines And everything we done to the left side or the right side, I can't tell my left or right, we're gonna do it to the other side just so everything matches. It's important to keep like pulling the hair back, getting out the loose hairs so you don't have hair that you think is there but in truth really isn't there, and go over as much as you want. But bear in mind that the hair does shed over time, like closures do lose the hair over time, so don't necessarily over pluck, because with regular wear and tear you will lose some of the hair. And just to go over what I have plucked and just make sure there's no loose hairs, I'm going to use my hot comb in the same motion that I told you guys earlier, upwards for natural lifts and some volume, and down along the middle part just so that it's flat and really sleek. So look at that, it's looking like someone's hairline. Literally, this is someone's hairline and you can't tell me otherwise. So I'm gonna just cut the baby hairs in a downwards motion that just kind of tapers them so that they're not too blunt as well. Oh my gosh, blunt baby hairs are the worst in my opinion. To form and shape my baby hairs, I'm using this Kiposi pencil straightener that I got from Amazon. I'm going to insert the link for this below, but when I last checked it was sold out. So if I can't find the exact straightener, I'll link below an alternative with the same barrel size. And just look at that. I like doing this because you get that baby hair shape. And to set my baby hairs, I'm going to use my black Got2B with a little bit of my Elasta QP design foam. Mix these together. And after applying those products, you would then brush the baby hairs into place. Like if your baby hairs still look a bit too long, like don't be afraid to cut them, like trim them down if necessary. But with this process, know that you're going to be going back and forth 100,000 times. Like even watching this video to do the voiceover, like I know I must have been frustrated. So like I said, cut them if you have to and just continue going, forming them, getting the right shape. And to set the baby hairs, I'm going to use my wig grip band. I'll be laying the fabric side down so the band soaks up the products that I used on the hair. And then I'll use my blow dryer just to set it realistically, dry the baby hairs, set them to activate the products. So I'm taking off the band now and you can see that the baby hairs are dry And all you have to do now is literally brush them into place so that they're not so solid and they don't look so stiff. So this is what really gives you that fluffy baby hair look. You can't tell me this isn't someone's hairline. Like, I'm going to put this on my head and it's going to be looking like I have a relaxer. And that is the end of my tutorial. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If there's anything I missed, please drop me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. See you in my next video.